Oh, yep, there we are. This is Mike, y'all, from Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Enhancement here on a sunny Saturday in Sharpsburg, Georgia. This is the next installment in this short series of videos. Just finished strip washing this hood. I'll tell you what, folks, it looks pretty darn good. I think many people out there in the motoring public would be happy with it just the way it is. It looks pretty darn good. Hey, Rat, you know, just from a simple strip wash. And then I clay barred it. Somebody asked me a few minutes ago, Rat, why did I use the Purple Power RV and Boat Wash to wash my vehicle with? A, it won't hurt it. B, it's a very strong soap. 100%, Rat, of the retail level car shampoos, car soaps, the stuff you buy at your local auto parts store, Walmart, that kind of stuff, all of that is pH balanced and pH neutral soaps. The only thing it will remove is surface film. It will not remove anything else. No bonded stuff, no nothing. Unless you scrub the hell out of it, and then you're going to mar your paint. That's why I use the RV Purple Power. You can buy other stuff, and that's basically an off-label use for it, but I've been using it for a couple years now, and it does an excellent job when you need to strip wash your vehicle. I strip washed mine because it's been sitting outside for a couple of months while I worked on customers' cars, and it's been rained on. I've driven it in the rain, so it was getting kind of nasty. So I knew it was going to need a strip wash, and after I strip washed it, I did the baggie test, and I could feel contaminants on the paint. So I clay barred it. You only want to clay bar a vehicle where it needs it and if it needs it, because clay barring will introduce a little bit of micro marring usually to your paint, and I generally don't recommend you clay bar unless you're going to follow up with a polish, even if it's a light polish, because that will get rid of any marring left by the clay bar in a jiffy. And even though I strip washed it with that very strong soap, I don't know if y'all can see, this is the side of the clay bar I used to clay bar this hood with. Even though it looked very clean, you can see I picked up a lot of contaminants, pulled them right off of that paint, Rat. And clay barring only takes a few minutes. It's not rocket science. There are probably hundreds of videos on YouTube on how to clay bar. One of the most important things you can do for your paint. And you can see it's got the consistency of almost like Play-Doh. And it don't really matter which brand you buy. I haven't noticed a whole lot of difference in the brands, and I've tried bunches of them, probably 5 or 6 different brands. They make them in different grades, mild, medium, and aggressive. You know, if your paint's not that bad, you probably want to use a mild. That's what that is, I think. Yeah, that's a mild grade, because that's all I needed, because it wasn't heavily contaminated. I could tell by putting a plastic baggie on my hand and rubbing it across the paint. I could feel some, but not much. And the medium is if it's a little worse. And of course, if it's heavily contaminated and has like never been clay barred, then you might want to go to the aggressive. Obviously, the more aggressive a grade you use, the more marring you're going to get. So there you have that. But you can barely see. I'm going to see if I can improve it a little bit with this inspection light here. I don't know, you can see there is some micro marring in the paint here and there. I mean, I've got some defects. This car's going to the paint shop, but there is some micro marring and scratching. I think you can see some right there. So when you clay bar, you want to do straight lines, not circular motions, straight lines. Trust me on that. Lots of scientific reasons. There's some micro marring right there, but I'm fixing to get rid of that. Fixing to improve it dramatically. And the whole purpose of this series of videos, Gary, is to show you guys how you can do this simply without going for days and days and days and days like I normally do on a customer's car, I'm going to show you basically a one-step process and that you can simply do, and it will improve your appearance of your paint almost unbelievably. And most any of you can do it, and I'll show you that here in a little while. Appreciate you dropping by, Gary. Thank you very much, sir. I hope you're feeling okay these days. Like my doctor said, hell, the last 50 is a whole lot harder than the first 50. As I go to him with my different ailments and stuff like that. But that don't look too bad. Not too bad at all. And that is a cheap Maaco paint. Cheap, cheap, cheap. But anyway, I appreciate you dropping by. Y'all like, tag, share, follow, subscribe so you'll be notified of the rest of this series, which there'll be a couple more probably. I'll show you how to do a very simple thing to improve this paint dramatically. You will be glad you did, and it doesn't take a whole lot of time, which you will see. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Don't party too much, rat. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you. Bye now.